Okay, this is a very simple bread recipe. So 4.5 cups of flour. I'm going to use everything organic. So that's 4.5 cups of flour. Now this is a very simple bread recipe because man, I don't got time to be messing with stuff. But I want to make some bread. So I made it a few times already. And so I figured, hey, I'll make a video. Right? Right. So very simple. If you don't want to mess around in the kitchen, but you want to make some good bread, this is the one for you. Because this is the one for me. Because I don't want to mess around in the kitchen. I just don't have time. I've got 2 small children. I'm a stay-at-home dad. And man, I hit the ground running every single morning. It's a 24-hour-a-day job, my friends. In case you didn't know, it is. Okay, so this is my third one. Looks like I'm going to have to get some more flour. I buy everything in bulk, so I'll just have to go get it. Fill up my container again. So I'll be back. Okay, third one. Okay. So, and yeah, I'm gonna probably say most of the ingredients, if not all, but don't be concerned because I'll have them all posted when I post this recipe. So I'm gonna pause my video, go get more flour. Okay, so I'm back. It's my 4th cup of flour. Now I'm going to do a half a cup. Okay. So now, for those of you that may be new to this kind of thing, you notice I'm tapping it, but I'm not packing it. Hey man, I didn't know. I was watching my wife one day and it's like she's tapping it, but she's not packing it. So I questioned her and it was like, yeah, okay, you do like that to get it to settle, but you don't want to squish it in by packing it. So I learned something. I thus pass this on to you. Yes. Okay. So I did that. And I'll just put that in there for now. And we'll close this up. Now over here, I got some water that I warmed up because that's going to be for the yeast. Now it's supposed to be, according to this recipe, which I did get online, got it at YouTube. And the water is supposed to be very warm. So let's see if I made it very warm. Not hot, just very warm. And what do I got in here? Yeah, a little bit left. I have to buy some more. Yeah, I'll just put this aside for now. Okay. So where are we at? Okay. That's very warm. It's not hot, but very warm. I think I'll turn it on again just for a moment because I can't get it too hot or it'll kill the yeast. Just very warm. Okay, and I'll turn that off again. Okay, what I'm doing now when I come over here, see, got my instructions over here, right? So 4.5 cups whole wheat flour. Yes, like I said, everything I use is organic. 1 3/4 cups to 2 cups very warm water. Well, what did I put in there? I put in there 1 3/4 cups, but you know what? I know I'm going to need a little more water, so I'm going to put in the other part of the water. Because I just quickly looked at the recipe before I started. I read 1 3/4 cups, and it was like, okay, 1 3/4 cups, but 1 3/4 cups to 2 cups. And I remember I did 2 cups last time and the time before that. So it also calls for a teaspoon of salt. I don't do that. I just leave that out completely. So 2½ teaspoons dry instant yeast. Dry instant yeast? I don't know why. Well, that's what it says anyway. Anyway, this is what I'm going to use once I open it. Using this stuff. Whoa, did it. Okay. And let's see, 2½ teaspoons. Okay. Well, let's just pour this in a little bowl. And get my teaspoons. 2½ Okay. So that's the half. So this is 1. Okay. So 1, 2, and here's my half. And there's my half. Okay. I'll put the ones I didn't use back, hang them back up. And put this back in the fridge. Okay. Now I believe I'm supposed to let that set for 10 minutes. So really I should have already done that part. But I didn't. And let's see. Okay. And then it says optional 1 teaspoon of sugar. I'm not going to do the sugar, but what I will do is a little organic maple syrup, because the sweetness is supposed to help inspire the yeast to do its thing. And yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but unfortunately the organic maple syrup I have is in plastic. It's not my ideal, but it is what it is. I'm gonna stir this in a bit, give it all looking around, doing its thing. And Echo, set timer 10 minutes. Yeah, I really like using Echo or Siri in the kitchen. Siri I use for a timer when it needs to be loud, like maybe I'll be in another room, that kind of thing. Because last time I looked for the HomePod Mini, there was no way to turn that sucker down. It's just volume, man. You know. Yeah, it's really interesting. Little side note. Yeah, I've got Echo and Siri, and I did Echo first, and I got annoyed with how ignorant it is. It's like whatever. You can barely call it AI. I mean, they're improving it all the time, but in my mind, AI is really AI. But then I got Siri, and it's so stupid. It makes Echo look smart. So whatever. It's just interesting. Anyway, that was a side note. I might delete that out. But yeah, if I was going to compare the two, there's no comparison. The Alexa kind of experience. Slash Echo, right, is just way more capable. I don't understand why Apple can't like compete on that level. I mean, what the heck, Batman? Okay, so I've got that going on, and let's see what's next. Guess I'm gonna pause this until my yeast is ready. I don't know if you can see that, but it's starting to do its thing. Yeah, yeah, warm, but not too warm. Too warm will just like end it before you begin because they're alive. Okay, pause. Okay, now just an interesting little note. The video I got this off of, what she did is she lined her pan, her baking pan, with parchment paper. Now, I admit, I wouldn't have thought to do that. I would have just greased it up and used it. Years ago, I used to bake bread. I don't even remember the process really, but I always just greased my pan. But this is interesting. Um, I'm using unbleached, because I'm hoping for like less of a chemical contribution to what I make, right? Um, I think I'll probably ditch the paper altogether in the future, just, for that reason. Um, and I'll just go back to greasing. But I thought I would share this with you. It does make for a quick, easy cleanup, and it gets the bread out of the pan like super easy. But yeah, I'm using the unbleached kind for sure. And let's see. Okay, so I just wanted to make a note of that. I'll put this aside. And wow, you can see this is coming along nicely. I'll be able to use that in just a moment. And I'll get myself a spoon. Let's see. How did she do it? She just like, no, she used a spoon to start off and then hands at the end. Okay, I'll do that too, just for the sake of delaying how messy I'm going to get until the very end. Opening up my notes again here. Echo, stop. Let's Echo, cancel timer. Let's see. Oh, start the oven. Okay. Gonna start the oven. Let's see. It's going to be 400 degrees, and that's going to be 35 to 40 minutes. I'm going to check mine after like 30 minutes. No, I'm going to check mine after like about 25 minutes, and at that time I'll probably put some just an aluminum foil tent over it to stop the top from getting too brown. That's what I did last time. So let's see, 400 degrees. We'll turn this up. Wait, get back to bake. Let's get that up to 400. It's going to preheat anyway, so that's why I'm starting it now. Okay. Oh, and this time I'm going to do something I haven't done. I've got some organic dried cranberries. I'm going to mix them in and see how that all goes. Hopefully it's going to be great. So, okay, let's pour this in because we're good. That is good to go. That is so good. Okay. And my girls are napping now. So I'm hoping to actually get this, certainly this part done where it's all messy and stuff, before they get up. Because I also need to be making dinner, so mixing it in. Move this out of the way in case you want to see. Now I'm no mixing pro, okay? I'm just like mixing it, man. If there's a special way to mix it, I don't really know. but hey, it works. So if it works, right? Somebody says, hey, you didn't do the double fold on that, so you can't call that bread. Okay, you got to have the double fold. I'm just making that up. But if somebody says that, it's like, hey man, if it works, it works. If it makes bread, it makes bread. I don't care about a double fold. Like I said, I want it simple, man. If it's not simple, I don't want to mess with it. So that's where I'm at. Okay. So, so I'm getting there. So now it's time for me to stick my hands in it, at least according to me. And I've got a little bit of flour off to the side in case I need it. And I always do, to make it less sticky to work with. But for right now, I'm just gonna get both hands in here and start this. Yep. That's what I'm doing. Mix, mix, mix. Mix it with your hands. Okay, so I already need to get my flour that I stuck off to the side because this is stickier. Hey, you know what? Maybe I did do. I just don't remember. You know, 1 3/4 cups of water last time. Does this seem stickier than it usually is? Okay. See, if I can make this bread and it comes out great, believe me, you can make this bread. It'll come out great because this boy don't even know what he's doing. Okay. Where's my? Okay, let's get this over here. We'll get some more in there. That's right. Yeah, just like that. Okay, put that over there. And mix, 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 mix. Right here, right here. This is the hardest part. Okay, just so you know, that's it. There ain't nothing harder about it than just doing this right here. Yeah, so no doubt, if I can do it, you can do it. Yeah, I hope I turned that back on. I did. Okay. Okay, so go in. Like that. I was surfing around. I found a cool looking bread pan. You gotta look at it a little more closely. But that'd be cool. It's got a cover and everything, so I won't have to mess with the what do you call it? The foil tent. Okay. Now I'm gonna start doing something like that and squishing it. Okay. Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. If you're a little shy about making bread or something, you think it's like going to be crazy hard. I'm telling you, man, or woman, or whatever. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And hopefully you're getting that sense because that's why I'm making this video. Because if you like bread and when it's homemade, you know what's going into it. You know, like me, like I said, I'm doing all organic. And if I wanted to take it a step further, if I had that kind of time, I could actually, buy my flour in a state that needs grinding and get one of those like grinders and then do that. That'd even be better, wouldn't it? Might do that sometime in the future. Now I'm gonna clean my hands up a bit because I want some more um, flour because I have to go to another step and I'll move my camera for that too. So just a moment, I'll be right back. Don't want to touch the hammer or anything when I get all this on my hands. So call that good enough. Dry them off a little bit. Pause you and then move you. And hello, we've moved a little bit. Gonna put out some flour. Okay. And spread that around a little bit and just get this right out there. Okay. So we'll do like that. Do like that. Hey, you know what? This is for real my first cooking video ever. So thank you for joining me. Okay, just kind of like this. I'm just going by memory, man. I think she did something like this. Like I said, it's gonna work. Oh, you know what? If I'm gonna put, I think I should have put my cranberries in already. Oh, the cranberry part is new for me there. Let's see how that works. That should be interesting. I bet that's absolutely the wrong way to do it, but it is what it is. I wanted to put them in. I'm gonna put them in. There we go. I'm just like going like this. Let's see what happens with that. Okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna form it quickly into basically the shape of my pan. Okay. Nothing fancy. Just doing it. And then we're gonna put it in that pan and just kind of cover it with some plastic. That's the way she did it, so that's the way I'm doing it for now. And okay, and then squish it in to form it into the shape of your cooking device, your pan. And then, okay, don't be brutal with it. Just get it to fit the form. Okay, now I'm just gonna put some plastic over it. I'll put the rest of my flour back, and then let it go for like around 40 minutes, I guess it was. Anyway, it's supposed to be up near the top. Let's see how she said that again. I think it's like within an inch of the top or something like that. And that's when you're gonna put it in the oven. But let me just verify that for you. I wonder how the editing's gonna be on this thing. I guess I'll have to speed things up. Let me see. Okay, lightly cover with plastic wrap and allow to rise just above the rim of the loaf pan. Okay, so 35, 40 minutes and let it rise just above the rim of the loaf pan. So just a little bit above, go ahead and eyeball it, and it's an experiment. Go for it. See how it works for you, and let's see how those cranberries do for me, right? Okay, get some plastic wrap and just cover that up. Okay, nothing fancy. And I'm gonna pause the video, and we'll just go from there when we come back. Oh, here, I'll do one of these. Ta-da! Okay. So let's see. It's been about 30 minutes, and it's already like right up there. So I'm just gonna go for it. you know. So I'm not going to use plastic in the future either. I just don't like plastic coming in touch with my food. I'll probably, like my mom used to do, like, I don't know, a wet towel or something. But when I get that cool new loaf pan, I'll do another video and that'll be my cover, right? Right. So anyway, there it is. I'm thinking it looks pretty darn decent already. Uh, Echo, how much on my bread timer? I don't have a bread timer. Okay. Echo, what are my timers? Yeah, so I guess it's been about 25 minutes already, really. Well, I guess that maple really got that yeast going, huh? Okay. It's supposed to be on the middle rack in your oven, and your oven set to 400 degrees. Now, since my timer is going to go off in 15 minutes, I'm going to look at it then and see if I want to put that aluminum foil tent over it to stop it from browning too much on the top. But overall cook time is supposed to be about, well, 35 to 40 minutes. While we're waiting, I think I'll show you this little trick I learned once again on YouTube in forming your tent to put over the bread or whatever. Instead of just getting it like I would before and then just putting it on there, it's kind of floppy and flimsy. And that's my string bean timer. Echo, stop. What you do is you crinkle it up a little bit. Then it's going to keep whatever shape you really want to put it in. So this will be like way easier for me to place when the time comes. So there's that. Yep. Just thought you might like to know. Okay, so I think it's time. It's been approximately 35 minutes. And this is what I've got right there. And so I'm going to place that there for a moment. Going to shut off my oven. Okay. Now, check out how completely easy this is to get out of here. I mean, it's awesome. Boom, just like that. I can just lift this right out. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to move this. Definitely don't want to lose my bread. I'm going to have it on the cooling rack for about 10 minutes, that kind of thing. And just going to flip it over. Do like that. And I guess I'll see if I can just kind of show you. You can see where it made little like crease marks from the parchment paper, but that's no big deal. If anything, it just adds to the design. And the instructions said it should sound hollow if you tap the bottom. And curiously enough, interestingly enough, it actually does. I hadn't done that before. This is my first time tapping. You get to see my first tapping. So there it is. I hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe or however that works here. And yeah, feel free to leave comments. And I hope you've enjoyed this. And, if you let me know, then maybe I can do some more simple cooking videos. There it is. Thanks, and say bye, girls. This is Papa's special bread. That's what she said. Oh, she said it's very tasty. Thank you, sweetheart. I, I don't know if you heard all that, but I hope you did because it was so cute. Okay, well, I almost forgot. Let's cut this open and see what it's going to look like inside with that addition of cranberries. Oh, there's a cranberry. Yeah. Oh, well, you can only see one right there, but there's more in there. So I imagine as we cut, look, I don't know if you see that steam rising off there, but it looks really cool. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? That's going to be just fine. We'll check that out. Yeah, probably next time add more cranberries, but that's all I had left. So anyway, well, I bet that smells wonderful, huh? Okay, so yeah, just thought you might find that interesting. I mean, we put them in. My girl's standing by. Okay, there we go.